Does the Florida housing market feel like it's stuck in neutral? Mortgage rates are still high, sales are slow, and buyers who thought they could time the market are realizing something surprising. Prices haven't dropped nearly as much as the so-called experts predicted. Now, having said that, here's the reality. No one's thrilled with the market. Sellers aren't getting the prices they want, and buyers aren't finding the fire sale deals they hope for. But in this video, we're going to talk about one part of the market where real opportunities exist right now, and I believe where the best deals in 2026 will be found. And it's not even where most buyers are even looking. So stick around, because in this video, I'll show you where those deals are, why they exist, and the insider strategies you need to actually take advantage of them as a home buyer. I'm Jeff O'Leary, the Village Guru. I help buyers and sellers make smarter moves on the Gulf Coast of Florida. Communities like Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Manatee County, and the surrounding area. And as always, if you have any questions about real estate, I encourage you to contact me. So having said that, let's dive in. The best deals right now, and I believe the best deals in 2026, are in new construction inventory homes. And here's why. Unlike individual homeowners who can just pull their house off the market if they don't get their price, large builders don't have that option. They have to keep building to maintain their workforce, keep supplier contracts, and protect their efficiency. And it's a lot like the car industry. Ford doesn't build just one Mustang at a time and wait for a buyer. They mass produce the trims most people want, ship them to dealerships, and push to sell them quickly. And if you've ever negotiated on a new vehicle, you know the pattern. Dealerships will work much harder to sell you a car that's already sitting on their lot, often offering much better deals than if you were to custom order a vehicle from the factory. New construction homes operate pretty much the same way. Builders plan home starts well ahead of time, especially in popular price ranges. But once construction begins, the clock starts ticking. Carrying costs pile up. The longer a home sits unsold, the more motivated builders become to move it. And that's the sweet spot. Inventory homes that are finished or nearly finished. Those are the homes costing builders money every single day. And that's where the strongest deals show up. So where exactly will the best opportunities show up in 2026? Number one are Sunbelt markets, places like Florida and Texas, where builders are most active and competition is fierce. Next, we're looking at suburban and master plan communities. These are large developments that have been planned for years. And just because the market softens doesn't mean the machine can stop. Builders still have to keep moving homes to maintain momentum. Next, look at mid-range price points. Not the bare bones entry models or ultra luxury, but the mid-range. So for example, in Lakewood Ranch, that would be in the $300,000 to $700,000 range, where the majority of buyers are shopping. And finally, look at nearly finished homes. The ones costing builders money every single day they sit unsold. It's this combination of competitive markets, big communities, mid-range homes, and properties close to completion that's the sweet spot. And if you're looking in markets like Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, or anywhere along Florida's Gulf Coast, these are exactly the kinds of opportunities that can save buyers tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, so now that you know where to look for the deals, let's talk about how to actually land one. I'm going to give you 5 tips. If you do them well, will increase your odds at scoring a true deal. So number one is to research the builder's inventory and the competition nearby. The more unsold homes a builder has, the more pressure they feel. But you can't just look at one builder in isolation. If the community you're interested in has only 5 unsold homes, but the competition across the street has 50, your builder may hold firm because they look stronger by comparison. Remember, builders are competing against each other as much as they're competing against you. That balance of inventory is really what drives negotiation. Second, find out about all current promotions. That ad that says $10,000 off closing costs could just be the starting point. Behind the scenes, there's often layered incentives, lender credits, rate buydowns, design packages, and most buyers never even know to ask about them. And remember, the builder salesperson isn't working for you. Their job is to protect the builder's margins. They're not going to volunteer concessions you don't specifically ask for. This is exactly where having someone on your side can make all the difference. Number 3, research what homes are actually selling for. Remember, the list price is just a headline, it's not the deal. The real numbers are in the closed sales, and that includes incentives and concessions that don't always show up in online searches. If you're only looking at asking prices or free public sales data, you're working with an incomplete picture. Number 4, understand how incentives work. Not all incentives save you the same amount. For example, A $15,000 design credit might sound interesting, but perhaps an interest rate buy down could save you far more over the life of a loan. Knowing which type of incentive creates the most value for your specific situation is critical. Number 5, understand the local market sales cycle. Watching the news might seem educational, but always keep in mind that real estate is local. What is the forecast for the near future? How is consumer confidence? Is the end of the month, the end of the quarter, end of the year? These are the moments where the sales managers are laser focused on hitting targets. And that's when you can often unlock the biggest concessions, but only if you're ready to move quickly. Now here's the truth. It's easy to say what matters, but the how, pulling the data, understanding the context, and knowing when to push, that's where most buyers hit a wall. And another thing to keep in mind, if you don't do the work up front and instead just throw out random lowball offers, you'll probably get nowhere. Builders take you seriously when you show that you understand the process and you're ready to close. Think of it like poker. When a builder shows you their best deal, that's like laying their cards face up. They only do that when they're confident you'll actually make the move. And once you're armed with the facts, you're in a much stronger position to negotiate. That's why buyers often get a better deal with an experienced agent. Builders know we understand the cycles, we've done this before, and when they put their best offer on the table, the odds of closing are high. That's the advantage. And if you want to go deeper on negotiation strategy, be sure to check out my other video, Knowing the Truth About How to Negotiate a Great Deal. So just to recap, I believe some of the best real estate deals in 2026 will be in new construction inventory homes, especially here on the Gulf Coast of Florida. And if you know how to read inventory levels, uncover hidden promotions, compare real estate prices, evaluate incentives, and time the market sales cycle, you can save tens of thousands of dollars. But here's the warning. This is a window of opportunity and it won't last forever. As interest rates come down, buyers will flood back on the market, inventory will shrink, and those big builder incentives will disappear. Remember 2020 through 2022? There was literally no inventory, no deals. In fact, many buyers were paying over asking price just to compete. We're not there today, but we could be once again if demand picks up. And that's why if you're serious about making a move, now is the time to position yourself. If you're buying in Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, or anywhere along the Gulf Coast, reach out. I'll help you navigate the process and secure the best deal possible while this window is still open. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for future updates. And if you have any questions, always feel free to contact me. I'm Jeff O'Leary, the Village Guru. Let's get you moving.